Okay, Cami, take it away.
Hello, you guys. Welcome to this evening. We're so excited that you're here. We are here, and you have joined to learn about this amazing technology. Um, Thankfully, somebody invited you who really, really cares about you and your health and helping provide solutions to health problems. And I'm so thrilled that you're honored that you're here. So tonight we're talking about this technology, this wearable phototherapy patch. So it's sticky on one side, and inside is a wearable light reflector. And we'll talk more about that in just a second. So we'll go ahead and these came into my life when I had a friend who had a very serious heart attack. And about a month later, I learned about these patches, and they were a godsend. It was presented to me as something that I really, really should take a look at, and it totally aligned with my way of approaching health concerns. They did do significant things for my friend, but they also amazingly helped me through that really, really rough time. And now I can't stop. I can't stop sharing it, and I can't stop um, using the patches. I'm really enjoying the benefits of them. So, Tracey, would you like to share our PowerPoint and we can get started with
Absolutely.
our information? Fantastic. So tonight we're talking about this wearable light technology. I showed you the patch. You get to activate your own body light that our own body light that is a form of low level infrared light. And light has been used in all kinds of different healing modalities. And this is all infrared saunas, all different things. Light has been a form of therapies and surgeries, even. So it's powerful. And I just want to let you know, Tracey, Joy, and I are not doctors. We are not medical professionals. And tonight we're not going to be diagnosing, treating any medical conditions. And we always have to refer you to your medical professional regarding your health concerns. We are telling you about a holistic wellness product. So first, let's talk about why we age. So our stem cells are what make our bodies up. When we are in the womb, we have a ton of stem cells. And then as we age, those stem cells specialize and then become um, different cells in our body, but they start aging. By the time we're 65, we have very few active stem cells, and it just goes down from there. So this slide kind of tells us the same thing. By the time we're 60% or 60, only a small percent of those cells are active. And that means we heal very slowly. And these patches that we're talking about are made out of an organic crystal material, and they are light reflectors. Whose light? They are reflecting our own body light. Just a second.
Cami, are you there? So what we're doing here is we're
Yes.
seeing this lady. Are you there, Cami?
Yes, I am. Sorry.
Okay.
Um, so what we're doing with this phototherapy patch is we are putting it on the back of our neck, and we wear it for 12 hours on and 12 hours off. Now, the back of the neck is a suggested place. They can go anywhere on the body, but they elevate your copper peptides, at least the X39 does, every patch does something a little bit different, reflecting that infrared light back at your body at different frequencies. So, so each patch will do a little bit different thing, but tonight we're going to focus on X39 because that is the one that raises the copper peptide. When that copper peptide is present, all kinds of amazing things happen in your body. So we call them repair cells. You can call them stem cells because when we're talking about the copper peptide, it elevates those cells in your body's ability to release them. So these are some of the amazing things that you'll experience by using these patches. Rapid pain relief, reducing inflammation, supporting wound healing. You increase your energy and vitality, enhances your skin appearance. You'll get faster recovery from exercise. You see, all with no chemicals, no drugs. There's nothing going in your body but light. So what does activating those stem cells do? So they are active. The pluripotent means that these stem cells can become anything. So the GHK copper peptide activates those stem cells, and they are, and the longer you wear the patch, the more cells begin to be regenerated, and they are, they just start to repair things that are going wrong in your body. So this is part of my favorite thing. Tracey has a couple of friends on this call, and we are going to introduce them, and she will introduce them, and they'll get to share stories.
Yeah, so our first one is Michelle Blaze, if you wouldn't mind unmuting yourself. So Michelle is the lady we have to thank for the website that we have in development, and it'll be coming out here really soon in a big way. And so she's a very talented lady and developed a lot of Marcy Preble's marketing tools. So I will let you take it away, Michelle. Let everyone know what you were dealing with before these came to you and what have you experienced.
Oh, well, thank you for having me on here to tell my little story. So I'll be quick. I started using them about 4.5 years ago. A friend had shared them with me and I started using them. I didn't have much going on, but I've always been interested in natural health and wellness and, not wanting to age and very preventative. So I started using the patches about 2 weeks and I didn't really notice anything and I gave them away. So then, as you know, Marcy had reached out to me and Peter and asked me to, or well, actually at the time it was my friend, and she had asked me to make a landing page for her because she was very interested in doing the business of Lifewave. So I helped her out. I did all this research on the patches and said to myself, well, I guess I'll order more of those. So I did. And needless to say, I started paying attention to my body, and I can't say that I noticed anything right away, but within about 4 weeks, one of the first things I noticed is that this brain fog had gone. And then I had had a cyst on my wrist shortly thereafter that had gone away. It was like a ganglion cyst, probably because I'm on the computer all day. I had a small tremor that had went away. And just all of these, my skin started getting better, just the tone and the texture of my skin. And then about a year and a half ago, I went to the eye doctor because I'm like, man, I can't see out of these glasses. And I felt like everything was over magnifying. So my eyesight has actually been improving and my prescription has now decreased. So it's gone down and is better by 0.5 in each eye. But that's a significant difference for me. So I've just been noticing over time, all these little things keep unfolding and happening.
Wow. Isn't that fun to be able to have vision that
It's
gets better and
fun.
not worse?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, now maybe one day I won't even need these, is what I'm thinking.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, thank you, Michelle, for sharing.
You're
We love your
welcome. Thank you.
story and we love learning from each other. So we appreciate you taking the time tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. And then Carmen, if you could please unmute, and we'd love to hear your testimony.
Hi, I've been using the patches since the end of July, and I started using them because I was going to have a knee replacement, and I also had brain fog. Well, the brain fog did go away. And I also have a genetic eye disease. I can't drive at night or in the rain or on the freeway in the rain. And so I haven't driven in the dark for several years, and I noticed when I was in the car with other people driving that I could see. And so I got stuck a couple of times as it was getting dark, having to drive home. And so I noticed that my vision had improved and I was able to see pretty well at dark. Now, I'm not going to be foolish and drive in the rain in the dark. I'm just taking it slowly, but my vision has changed and I can drive if I have to in the dark. And so when I go back to the doctor, I think in February or March, it'll be interesting to see if my eyesight has changed as far as the exam goes. So that will be interesting.
Oh, fabulous, Carmen. Thank you. Wow. Another clear vision. This is exciting, driving in the dark and the rain. What a win. And then Janelle, would you wanted to have Bree just share a real brief experience if you could unmute yourself?
Actually, no, it wasn't that I wanted Bree to have an experience. I wanted you to tell her about our encounter and experience. So I just wanted to
Oh,
unmute for a second and say that. But Bree is a new stylist at the shop. And so as I do have a display there, I want her to understand what we're trying to sell here, which is love, and understand the process of it. And I'm still learning. So I have her here today to
okay,
listen to
perfect.
exactly what the patches are. So we're listening, but she hasn't
Excellent.
had that experience other than me patching her like one time,
Okay.
which is a dynamic duo.
Awesome. So I think as
Yeah.
we go through this, Bree, you're going to learn a lot. And at the end, I will share my story and Joy will as well. And we'll answer any questions you have. So jot down any good questions you might have.
I think that
Okay.
I've met Joy already.
Oh, perfect. Good, good, good. All
Okay.
righty. I'm going to
Thank
go
you.
to put this back over to Cami on our PowerPoint. And we'll keep on a moving here.
Awesome. It's my favorite part. I love listening to how these have affected people's lives. This company's been around for 20 years, and it's kind of been the secret sauce in the athletic world because after these were developed for the Navy SEALs, David Schmidt got them in the hands of a coach who was training Olympic hopefuls. And so this has been in the athletic world for 20 years. So you can see a lot of big names. And I hope that you listen, love what you hear, and enjoy this, but also take note, write it down, invite anybody having to do with athletics or sports or old injuries, dealing with old injuries from their glory days. Have them come next week to this very same call because we will have a special guest who was in the NFL for 9 years. And I'm so excited. So a great place to learn more about this technology is startx39now.com. Now, Tracey, Joy, and I have spent a couple of years learning about these patches, and it's our joy and our passion to share about these patches, but you too can find out more information. Just remember, you don't have to be an expert, but if you're curious and you have people wondering what these things do or what they're all about, you have this resource. This science community, this patents and science section is all on that website, startx39now.com. And I love this. On this website, you learn so much about the copper peptides and the X39 and the effects of what it's done. This is the results of one of the studies that they were studying cardiovascular biomarkers of the participants. They wore the X39 patch for 6 weeks. They reverse aged with their cardiovascularly by 8 weeks. How cool is that? So if you know of anybody who has heart concerns, it's definitely a kind thing to share this information with them. So we're going to show you a few pictures of different things. Now you can see our friend here who had a snowboard crash and decided to eat some snow, and his face didn't like it very much. So, but in 5 days, you see what's going on with his face. Pretty amazing. It helps remodel scar tissue. So I want to show you the pictures at the bottom. This, of course, you can see a freshly sewn together wound there from a surgery. And then the middle picture there is 1 year of healing on its own. So you can see the line, you can see the stitch marks and things. But from July 2018 to July, there's only 1 month difference. From the middle picture to the picture on the right is 1 month of using the patches. And what you see there is remodeling scar tissue. And if it's doing it on the outside of your body, it's also doing it on the inside of your body. So the things we're showing you visible changes, but just know that's happening on the inside too. Just like our friend Dr. Harmon, the picture of him looking older on the left is his pre-patching picture. The picture with the darker hair color and looking more vibrant is he's older in years, but younger in his body. The same thing with Mandy here. She offered to do a trial of using the X39 every day for a year. And you can see the amazing things, the transformation that happened in her body. It's visible. Same thing with these people. You see different things going on with the body. And another wonderful benefit, and I noticed this right away, that you have a deeper quality of sleep, and you have more energy during the day and a deeper sleep at night. And one of my favorite benefits is that I very, very soon after patching, I started to not have to get up in the middle of the night to pee. Yes, it's my favorite things. So this copper peptides are also pretty amazing for helping hair regrowth. You see this gentleman here, that's 6 weeks, a month, 2 weeks. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. A lot of growth happening there. So we have so many things. If you imagine activating your stem cells, these are photos of real people with real results of things that the doctors said you might always have or you might need surgery for. What a joy and an honor to share these things. This is our friend Marcy. Back in 2019, she had a reoccurrence of fast-growing cells. She had already done chemo, radiation, had a double mastectomy, and thought she was free of that stuff. And then she learned that she had a reoccurrence. And a doctor friend of hers, a naturopath friend of hers, learned about these patches and shared 10 of them with her. Well, guess what? They changed her life for the better. They started to help her body detox and heal. And the shifts that she has made have been tremendous. And now she has been free of that stuff officially for a couple of years. And this, look, you can see wound healing happening right here. Transformation, 3 weeks. 3 weeks. It's crazy. And we love showing these pictures too, because they're not just for humans, although we can't actively market all of the patches for For the furry friends, there is AccuLife for pets and animals, but these are the results that you're seeing, or seeing pets. They've been using them on racehorses for a long time. And I recommend that you take your patch off and then put it on the inside of your animal's collar if they have one, and let them receive some of the goodness too. Here is a combination that is super helpful for helping someone with knee trouble. So each of these patches do something different. The X39 stimulates your body to make that copper peptide, and we just talked about copper peptide stimulating those repair cells. Carnosine and glutathione are antioxidants, and they are super helpful at helping your body regenerate collagen, glutathione especially. And Eon has an anti-inflammatory effect. So that is a pretty amazing, powerful system. The gut regeneration system, that one is doing something different as well.
I'll cover that in the brain one. I meant to.
Okay, we will do that in the
Yeah,
brain
we'll just
one.
save some
But
time.
each patch has a different, does something different for that. So Tracey, are you wanting to share about how people get these patches?
Oh, sure. Well, we think that these are priceless, worth their weight in gold, because we've heard from people who've had stem cell injections that are very painful. No guarantee they're going to work. There's somebody else's DNA, and they're spending $5, $10, $30,000 sometimes to get the best ones. You're going out of country. But here's the cool thing. You can put on one of these little things. We call them stickers, or almost like Band-Aids, and you can get 30 of them for $149.95 at retail. So that's a great deal. But if you want a screaming deal, we love to sell them and make them available, I should say, at our wholesale cost of $99.95. That way we can build a custom pack for you and get you a lot of patches. And our favorite to go with that X39, everybody starts with X39. It doesn't matter your age or what you're dealing with. That is the holy grail of healing, and that is activating stem cells. We pair that with Eon. This one in the blue package reduces inflammation and it's anti-stress. And it is an amazing combination, such so they call it the dynamic duo. That can help with sleep and just, taking out swelling and pain relief and so many good things. But it also helps those stem cells to really thrive and survive, because inflammation will eat up those stem cells. So we don't want that. If somebody's dealing with pain, we'll add to that dynamic duo right there, Icewave. Icewave is a game changer when it comes to pain management, because you don't need to ingest some sort of pharmaceutical product that's putting toxins or chemicals into the body. This is a pain blocker on the skin surface, nothing going into the bloodstream. Pretty beautiful. And that is an amazing one. When my husband used that for the first time, when his spinal fusion wouldn't heal, he couldn't get over it. Like in 1 minute, the pain was gone. My personal favorite is Alavida. I love to sleep with this. It's a nighttime patch only. I pop it on between my eyebrows, or you can wear it on the back of your neck. It's activating and decalcifying your pineal gland in your brain. That's your fountain of youth that does so many good things like collagen, hyaluronic acid, frontal lobe of the brain, telomeres, a lot of great things, but it really helps with sleep, helps balancing with hormones and working with melatonin. So again, a bargain at $79.95 to get 30 of these at retail, but we love to get them to you at wholesale. So $49.95. And again, we have a package that will let you get a variety of these so we can jumpstart your body, help get it finding balance. That's called homeostasis. And so the core package at wholesale is $295. That is a one-time purchase. That gets you points, 3 points to be exact. And you can spend those points and we'll customize this for exactly what you need. So we can get you between 4 and 5 packs in combination for that $295. If we've got a couple or maybe a family and they want double the product, so now 6 points instead of 3, it's $535. And again, it's a one-time purchase. If we have somebody who's really wanting to share the lovely healing properties of what these do, you can get 20 points for $1,750. That is the best value, by the way. So you're getting a lot of patches up front. And that can be, if you have a healthcare practice or an esthetician or a style salon like Janelle and Bree there, you can retail these and you can wholesale them. But what we strongly recommend is that you set up a monthly subscription of at least X39 to keep your stem cells repairing and activating. And you can get that ongoing once you've bought this package, $99.95 to keep stem cells going. And it's pretty game changing, I'll tell you. And David, our founder, he really recommends that we use these at least 1 month for every decade we are old. That's just to get to the repair phase of what these can do. And the longer you wear them, the more you get into that age reversal phase. But what we're talking about here is sharing the gift of health. And if you know somebody who's dealing with some sort of issue, this is such a gift, and it's really priceless when you can change a life. But due to FDA regulations, Lifewave really can't advertise these in the conventional sense. They sell a lot of these out of country. They ship to about 80 countries, very big in Europe and Asia, not so much in America because of the FDA. But we learned when we were recently at our convention, a fellow from Portugal, I believe it was, he said, we really have a social responsibility to share these because they are so life-changing. And it's just inherent in me. If I see somebody struggling with something, I can't help but share it because I have a guilt factor if I don't. But this is the fastest growing direct marketing company in America for the second year, for obvious reasons. These work. And if you'd like to get started, we always refer you back to the person who invited you here tonight. And we can help customize that if they're not available or knowledgeable. And all of these packs do come with a 30-day money-back guarantee on your first order. And so every Monday and Tuesday night, Cami, Joy, or I will be here. So we started something new, and it's on Monday nights. It's just a quick 30-minute intro. And no deep dive, and it's much higher level. And that's 6 to 6:30 Pacific time. So please help us spread the word. And then our Tuesday night, we have this, we call it a patching info session. So we're going a little bit more in depth on what this is, assuming somebody might have already seen the intro one on Monday. And then we add on a different deep dive topic each week. And this week we are going to be sharing brain health with you. And then every Wednesday night at 4 p.m. Pacific, our friend Marcy does a patching party where she gives away prizes. So those are 3 different ways for you to learn and share and participate. But what we've all figured out here, for those of us in the know with these amazing little miracles, when we get older, we always want what we can't have, and that's to be younger. So this is a tool for your body